शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः। ओम ओम यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तं ह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघ्नः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ओम्। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादीनगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततं पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। ओम्। महादेव। अथ इदानीं पराभविष्यतः सर्वानर्थमूलम् इदमुच्यते। Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, now so far we have known how gathered, collected the Sthita Prajna is, and therefore for every seeker should draw this as an indication for his sadhana, for his spiritual progress, practice. That by being matparaha, by being totally dedicated, devoted to Paramatma, the person should sit or should be founded, should be well rooted in the concept of keeping oneself collected and not allowing these organs, in the sense the jnanendriyas and the karmendriyas, to go uncontrolled, to go amok. That is, we have seen this so far. Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, Atha, now from here, in the sense, so far we have seen this, and therefore now in continuity with the same topic, something still more needs to be told. So, atha idanim, now over here, parabhavishyataha, parabhava hone wala. Now, the one, Thus, he who loses this battle, the one who loses this battle. What is that losing the battle or losing over here? Is simply, it means a person who succumbs to the weakness. A, and a person who doesn't understand or who doesn't give a thought that Paramatma is the Utkrishta Sarvotkrishta Upadeya. That coming to this conclusion that yes, presently I may feel money and other matters are important, yet the person should keep this as like a drone in the music at the background, that I may temporarily or immediately feel that there are other issues in my life which are important. But I must also remember that ultimately and truly, in reality, Paramatma is the most important. And if you have to seek any blessing from the God or from the teacher, seek this, that may I truly understand that Paramatma alone is my final destination, is my real destination, is my ultimate destination. Presently, my energy, my emotions, my intelligence may be consumed, may be engaged in wanting to have other achievements, whether it is some sort of enjoyments, or whether it is some security, or whether it is some sort of um, you know the popularity, power positions, etc. Yet all of these are not only just temporary, but they are just flirtatious appearances. That what is real is Paramatma. Let this be understood. Let this be the prayer. And this is what is the strength of a seeker in his battle. Okay? In the sadhana sangram. But he who loses this battle, he who forgets that Paramatma is the highest, he who doesn't understand taking refuge at the feet of the Lord is my protection. This is the way how I will be protected. Because it is, the oath has been taken by the Lord. He says, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Kaunteya Pratijani. Hey Kaunteya, I am taking the Pratijna. Pratijna means the oath, commitment. If you're going to ask what is the the seeker has a commitment, the devotee has a commitment. What is the commitment of God towards you? This is it. Bhagavan says, Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, Pratijani, I'm taking this oath. This is my commitment. Name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee shall not perish. So, keeping the flame of that devotion, keeping yourself dedicated, taking the shelter, refuge at the feet of the Lord, is the strength of the seeker. And therefore, he who thus taking the shelter of the feet, lotus feet of the Lord, then strives to collect his senses back, discipline them, have a mastery of all these indriyas in life, then the person courageously keeps fighting the battle. He will not lose the battle. But he who gives up, parabhavishyataha, Bhagavan Bhashyakara's word is, ha athaidanim parabhavishyataha, he who, जिसका पराभव होता हो उसका क्या होता है, हाँ सर्वानर्थ मूलम इदमुच्यते. Now for the present topic is sarvanarth moolam, of such a person, that what is the root cause of his total destruction, of his total loss, anartha moolam. And not only anartha moolam, it is sarvanartha moolam is being spelled out. Idamuchyate. What is that? Let us go through this shloka number 60 to 62. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः, ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः, संगस्तेषूपजायते, संगस्तेषूपजायते, संगात् संजायते कामः, संगात् संजायते कामः, कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते, कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. The next verse and this verse are in continuity, so we will read even the next verse and first see the verse number 62. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः, क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः, सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः, सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः, स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो, स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो, बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति, बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Okay. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः, of the person. Now we are talking about a person. Who is this person? Dhyayataha. What is he doing? He is dwelling, mentally dwelling upon the vishaya, on the objects of the senses, or on the objects of these organs, dashendriyas. Tesham vishaya. Okay. Dhyayataha vishayan pumsaha. Now of a person now who is constantly dwelling upon these objects. Just look at that. That, how most of our time is simply spent thinking about money, thinking about the prestige issues, thinking about the insults, thinking and planning how you are going to teach lessons to others, so on and so forth. Dhyayataha vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. So constantly dwelling upon these objects, what does it lead to? It leads to sangaha, attachment towards them. Okay. Sangasteshu upajayate. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. And once when the attachment is born, sangaha is born, then kamaha upaja sangat sanjayate. Then samyak prakarena the desire will be born. The desire for these objects will be born. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Acha. So let the desire come. What is wrong? So furthermore, the desire converts itself into growth, in anger, in frustration. And so, kamat krodho vijayate. From this kama, the progeny of the kama is anger. You will find an angry person is forever dissatisfied. A frustrated person forever is dissatisfied, always displeased. So, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha, somewhere a person used a very nice heading for this entire topic of these two verses, and they said, this is the ladder of fall. So, don't we say that a person has fallen from grace? We have several examples in the society, and you don't have to go to others. One can discover these things in his own life too. Dhyayataha vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate. So now a person who is constantly dwelling upon these objects develops the attachment for them. From the attachment, desire is born. And from this desire, the anger is born. Abhijayate. Okay. So those who are interested in the Anvaya of the shloka, note it down. Vishayan dhyayataha pumsaha teshu sangaha upajayate. Sangat kamaha sanjayate. Kamat krodhaha abhijayate. This is the Anvaya. Now, dhyayataha, a person who is dwelling. As if dhyana is a word which means meditation. What does that mean? What exactly you mean by? If you go to ask Bhagavan Patanjali, he will define dhyanam as tatra pratyaya ekatanata dhyanam. When the mind is, the thoughts may be changing, because a thought, any vritti, cannot be more than the three kshanas. Okay, cannot stay for more than 3 moments. The moment of its birth, the moment of its full-blown existence, and the moment of its dissolution. So any vritti can be there, but it has got a life of 3 moments. Then the next vritti, then is going to be the next thought. So there is a constant flow of thoughts. But remember, dhyana means, it does not mean that the same thought continues. It is different thoughts, yet every thought is having the same object to dwell upon. So, tatra pratyayanam ekatanata. The thoughts are many, yet these pratyayas will be of the same nature. When they are of the same nature, of the same form, in the sense when they are carrying the same object, okay, then it will be ekatanata. This is dhyanam, as simple as that. So not that we do not know what is dhyanam. We very well, everybody knows what is dhyanam. Oh, we want to practice meditation. Please tell us what is meditation. This is dhyanam. Pratyaya ekatanata dhyanam. And Vishaya dhyanam, we are all experts in it. Okay? But remember, the Vishaya dhyanam, where is it going to take? And Atma dhyanam, where will it take you? Okay? Atma dhyanam, Paramatma dhyanam. Huh? So now Athaidaha Dhyayataha. So Bhagavan Bhashyakara says Chintayataha, of a person who is thus thinking. That Chintanam is what? That why he has used the word Chintana to explain Dhyanam there? Because the word Dhyanam comes from the verbal root Dhyay Chintayam. Okay, from there, the thinking about it, dwelling about it. Chintayataha. And he further explains Vishaya Visheshalochayataha. The one who is, huh? Your eyes are open. And obviously, the eyes are, since the eyes are open and there is, light over there, adequate light. So naturally, the Rupa Ranga is going to be detected by the eyes. The colors and forms will be detected by the eyes. But not only these colors and forms which are seen, observed, but when Vishaya Vishesha Alochanam takes place, when a person then goes about Vishesha Alochanam, specially dwells on it, sees it, then that will become Chintanam. Okay, so Vishaya Vishesha Alochayataha, of such a person, what happens? Sangaha Upajayate. What is Sangha? Sangha Bhagavan Bhashyakara explains as Asaktihi. What is it? Asakti, attachment. Asakti. It is not a Hindi word. वो आ सकती है, जा सकती है. Please. आ सकती है. A Sanskrit word. It is not आ सकती, जा सकती. It may entertain. जो आ सकती है लेकिन जा नहीं सकती है, ऐसे कुछ नहीं होता. जो आ सकती है फिर वो जा भी सकती है. नहीं तो क्या? But this is not the Hindi asakti. This is a Sanskrit word asakti. It means preeti hi. Okay, it means preeti hi. This word asakti, which Bhagavan Bhashyakara has used to explain Sangha, Shankaranandji says, is ramyatvakarena bhukyatvakarena va bhaviteshu bhogeshu preeti. Bhagavan Bhashyakara has said it is simply preeti and asakti. Shankaranandji reveals what Bhashyakara has brought. He says, Ramyatva karena. That is, Vishesha Alochanam has been done. Oh, this is nice. Now that nice means, oh, it is what? Ramya. It is very good. And therefore I should get it. I should enjoy it. Ramyatva karena, bhogyatva karena va. Bhaviteshu, that which is now seen, that which is specially observed, around it, bhogeshu priti, on those objects. Now, this kind of an love that one finds for that object, now this is called as sangha, the attachment. It is very nice, I should get it. Once when that idea comes, Shobhanadhyasa. What is it called? Shobhanadhyasa. It is nothing but it is a superimposition. Because you will also discover the same objects which you once upon a time had said, very good. And in another frame of time, you are going to say, oh, worthless, useless, very boring. And you don't have to go very, very far. When I'm saying once upon a time does not mean 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. I simply mean that think, you're in a restaurant and then you eat the first morsel of the food. Oh, this is so good. So good. Then the next thing also will be the same thing. Eat what is so good. The third. And by the time now, if somebody asks, do you want fourth one, the very good thing? Now this fellow says, please, for heaven's sake, bring me some digestive thing. But why do you want to change? Because now he doesn't find it interesting enough. So, and this Shobhana Buddhi, that it is very good, this kind of a Shobhana Buddhi is only a superimposition, is only your temporary idea. So whenever anything appears as very good, let this be reminded, oh well, for time being it appears as good, and it is my concept, and I am attaching this idea of it to be Ramya, Shobhanam, as very good. Okay, go to the goldsmith. This is very good. If it is very good, it is best. Then ask that goldsmith. He says, this is the best, sir. Buy this for your wife. Why are you selling it? Take it home to your wife if this is best. He will be happy if it goes away, if it is sold. If it is that good, why just don't you keep it properly? Don't sell it because it is very good. What is his idea of good? When it will be sold, it will be that is called very good. And what is your idea of very good? When I will buy it, it is very good. What is your wife's idea? When I wear it and show it proudly to others, very good. She's not concerned about selling, buying, or anything. She's concerned about wearing, and not just wearing, because if you can wear and sit at home, and not sufficient. It has to be one where it can be seen by people and dazzle them. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is Shobhanadhyasa. It is adhyasa, means it is superimposition. Just as that snake is superimposed on the rope, like that, this is very beautiful. I should have it. Is also Shobhanadhyasa. Once when the Shobhana Buddhi is there, Sukha Buddhi is there in it, I want it. That Shobhana Buddhi means, that Preeti means Ramyatvākārena, Bhogyatvakārena, Bhaviteshu, Bhogeshu Preeti. Ramyatvam, this is very good. Now that Preeti is called as Asakti. That Asakti is Sangaha, Vishayabhijnanam. All right. Where Asakti Upajayate. So, dhyato vishayan pumsaha sangaha teshu upajayate, teshu vishayeshu upajayate. What is upajayate? Upajayate means utpadyate, is created. Utpadyate is born. This is going to be the next natural consequence, just as Gurudev, also Puja Gurudev had explained. He says that just as a rubber ball or a tennis ball, how it falls on from the top of the steps and keeps bouncing, not climbing up. It goes down, down, down. Like that, the fall is quick and in long strides. So now this is the fall. Upajayate, it comes naturally. You don't have to do anything. The consequence will present itself. Where did it just begin? Dhyanam. Which dhyanam? Vishaya vidhyanam. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. This fellow just participated at this point. And what is going to happen next is natural consequence. It is a chain reaction. And therefore, if one wants to save himself from reaching the bottom of the staircase, if he wants to save himself from falling and reaching the bottom of the pit, then where should the person stop? He has to stop at Vishaya Vidyanam, right in the beginning. Okay? That is the only way one can retry. And this is not, oh, this has already happened with me. What? No, that every moment is an opportunity to save yourself. Every moment is an opportunity to repair yourself. Every moment is an opportunity to improve yourself, to work on yourself. Therefore, nothing is lost. Oh, I've already spent 30 years, 40 years, 50 years just doing this. Doesn't matter. Now begin. Because Bhagavan Shri Krishna has said, Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Swalpamapyasya, begin. Let there be even a small beginning. That small beginning is not small at all. It is a moment of a very auspicious moment in your life. So, Kondolekar Maharaj used to say that we are all in this world. This world is like a, this, what do they call? Mechanics garage, where the cars and vehicles are brought only to repair. So in this world, we are in a place like that, that we are there because we need some sort of a repair. And repair yourself. Make an improvement. Nothing is, so far, whatever is gone, but begin. So over here, dhyayataha, so we have an opportunity at every moment. Every moment is an opportunity. Work on yourself. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate, utpadyate. Then Kamha. Then Sangha. Let the Sangha come. What is wrong? He says, from the Sangha, the next point of the chain reaction is Kamaha. Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha. Earlier it is said Upajayate. Now it is Sanjayate. Samyak Prakarena Jayate. The Kama, the desire, now is born, perfectly born. From the Shobha, I just thought of it, it is very good. Now that very good led to Preeti. That Preeti has led to I want it. You see, just the Shobhanadhyasa, where did it just begin? Vishavidhyanam. Vishesha Rupena Alochayataha. What is the Vishesha Alochanam over there? Oh, it's nice, huh? It's nice has now begun. It means it has begun. Okay? So that it's nice is not something just, simple and innocent as it looks. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Kama, desire. Okay? Desire. Then this desire means trishna, a thirst. Just as a thirsty person now craves, just not craves, longs only for that water, sip of water. Like that, Trishna is there. The thirst, तड़पता है उसके लिए. Now the person will become restless for that object. Okay. Kama, Bhagavan Bhashakar, Kama kutaschit pratihatat. And then, if in any way the desire is, if the desire is obstructed, which means if the fulfillment of that desire is obstructed, or now you know that desire cannot be fulfilled, then it leads to krodha. Pratihatat krodha. What is krodha? Krodha abhijayate. So now look at that. Upajayate, sanjayate, abhijayate. Everything is jayate, is born. But sangaha upajayate, kamaha sanjayate, and krodhaha abhijayate. So there is, the prefix is added to jayate in all these cases. Samyak prakarena jayate, abhijayate means now born from all sides. Krodhaha, the frustrated desire, now is going to lead to anger. So there is this angry person. Angry about what? There is something that is frustrated in him. It is the frustration. So krodhaha vijayate. Kamaha trishna. Krodha means pratihatat. Pratibandhena pranashena va pratihatihi. Anandagiri explains the word pratihata means pratibandhena, if something is just obstructed. Now this fellow is desperately wanting to see his girlfriend, but somehow the bus or the train that by which he has to travel, or he is caught up in traffic. Now his desire is obstructed. It is just obstructed. pratibandhena, it is obstructed. Or if he comes to know now his girlfriend has already changed her career and she has decided to go to USA to work. Now he cannot see her anyways. Or she has chosen to marry another person. So he cannot get her ever. So now pranashena. So there are that pratihati is of two types, pratibandha and pranash. And so this is called as pratihati. Struck. Hatam means knocked down, struck. So pranashena va pratibandhena va pratihatihi. This is how that pratihata, the desire, is knocked down. So this knocking down of the desire, striking of that desire, creates krodha. What is the meaning of krodha? Parapakarana hetu buddhi krodha. Now that krodha means, let me make him suffer. Let me make him suffer. Wanting to create dukkham for the person or towards the source which has caused the pratihati of the desire. And that's why, you see all these terrorists, etc., who want to destroy others and cause pain and give dukkham. For what? They are frustrated. Angry about what? They have to find out. And actually that anger is only arising out of Vishaya. Whatever your religion, sect, cult may be, if it leads and teaches you how to sublimate your desire, how to bring about mastery over the senses, it is indeed a scheme for betterment of the person. But if it just keeps on supplying you with the idea of more enjoyment and more all these things, then it is a scheme of person's fall. It is in no way auspicious to the person, no way auspicious to the mankind, and in no way even auspicious to the world in general. Then how can it even sit in the definition of the word dharma? Dharma means a scheme of lifting the person up, not making him entrenched in Vishaya Dhyana. So over here, remember this, we have come up to the point of Krodha. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Prachayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamaha Krodho Vijayate. We are at this point. Madhusudana Saraswati has something to offer. He says, since the mind falls from the grace due to the external organs' involvement with the objects. We have seen that before. Okay. When the external external organs, bahirindriyas, start running amok into the objects, the person it will never let the prajnastraryam to take place. And therefore, Bhagavan has said that Vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pratisthita. So that was told to us in the earlier verse. Now he says, if the indriyas are controlled, which means now the indriyas are, the bahikarnas are not running amok into the objects. They are held. I will eat this. That may be very good, but I will not take it. Okay. But Swamiji, onion, lasun, and everything, all this we should take. It is very good. I will not. So now he is not taking, not getting involved with those objects yet. If the indriyas are controlled, there is no external involvement. If there is no external involvement, and therefore it should bring about the accomplishment. What is the accomplishment? Prajna stairyam. It should bring about that prajna stairyam. Therefore, Bhagwan Shri Krishna saying matparaha, him giving the idea of matparaha. Remember that. Dedicate, finding the Parameshwara as your supreme refuge, finding Paramatma as your ultimate destination, finding yourself totally dedicated to Paramatma. What is the need for all that? Just keeping the organs under control will be able to do. Then why do you need that matparaha as one more condition? So this suggestion of Sri Krishna Bhagavan looks like something that is futile, fruitless, a clause which is unnecessary. This is the ashanka. This is the sandeha. To answer this question, Bhagwan now gives you the next two verses, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha and Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha, 62, 63. These are the two verses that Krishna Bhagwan gives as an answer to this question. Why Matparaha? Okay. Just keeping the Indriyas under control and not allowing them to be involved with the objects will prevent them from falling, and so it will bring about the prajna stairyam. It will bring the prajna stairyam. So that will be done. Why do you need all this matparaha? So over there now it is told what happens. Even if your external organs are controlled, yet the rasa is retained. The rasa is retained. Don't forget that. I will not take that. I will not take that is good. But it is nice, but I won't take. That idea that it is nice, it is shobhana, it is something, some ramya is still there. Interest is there. The lingering interest is there. And so he says, Dhyayataha Vishayan Punsaha. It means who is that Purusha? Who is that person? Nigrihita Bahyendriyasyapi Vishayan Dhyayataha Manasaha Punah Punah Chintayataha. So he is a person who has controlled the external organs, but internally he keeps dwelling on them. Now we are talking about a person who is internally dwelling on them. Nigrihita Bahyendriyasyapi. So his Bahyendriyas are Nigrihita. They are tied, controlled, and yet Vishayan Dhyayataha means, but he is dwelling upon the objects means Vishayan Punah Punaha Chintayataha. This is the meaning of word Dhyayataha. Sangaha, that Sangha, so now the Sangha is born, attachment is born. Sangha, Bhagavan Bhashakara has said, Asakti hi Preeti. Okay? And that Preeti is Ramyatvākārena, Bhogyatvakārena va Bhaviteshu, Bhogeshu Preeti. Here Shankaranand says. Madhusudan Saraswati over here still opens up that topic and shows us even the details of it. Furthermore, he says, Asangaha mama atyanta sukhahetavaha ete. These objects can become the cause and source of my enjoyment. This is nice. And with this is nice, the one more thing comes with it. And that is, what is the other face of it? If I get it, I will enjoy it so much. It will be nice to have it. This is the sun. Dhyayataha sangaha upajayate vishayan dhyayatah purushaha purushasya sangaha upajayate. This is what will happen. Kamaha, and then from Sangha the Kama is born, from the Kama Krodha is born. Madhusudan Saraswati over here explains Kama as Mamete Bhavantu iti Trishna Visheshaha. Let me own it. This longing, let me have it, let me own it. Up to the point that, it would be nice, I will enjoy it, is Sangha. Now from that Sangha, let me have it. This I should have it. I must have it, is Kama. This Trishna Vishesha is called as Kama. Then this Kama now becomes frustration, Krodha. And from Krodha, furthermore, the next point in the chain reaction is Krodha Bhavati Sammoha. Let us see that when we meet again for the next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakrito Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Thank you very much.